It's 2 a.m. in a quiet lab off the coast of Italy. A marine biologist rubs her eyes, her coffee long gone cold. She adjusts the microscope, expecting nothing more than routine data from a tiny jellyfish specimen. But then, something impossible happens. The creature, no bigger than a pinky nail, begins to shimmer, its translucent body glowing faintly in the dark. She watches breathless as it rewinds time itself, shrinking back into a juvenile form. This isn't death. This isn't even aging. This is something else entirely, a secret hidden in the depths of our oceans for millions of years. What if a creature could cheat death, living forever in the shadows of the sea? Tonight we unravel the mystery of the immortal jellyfish, Turritopsis dohrnii. Stick with us. This is a plunge into the unknown you won't want to miss. Our story begins in the late 1800s, when the oceans were still a vast, uncharted abyss. Marine biologists combed the seas, cataloging creatures stranger than fiction. In 1883, a German naturalist named Christian Sommer stumbled upon a peculiar jellyfish in the Mediterranean. It was small, unassuming, with delicate bell-shaped tentacles. He named it Turritopsis dohrnii after its discoverer and moved on. Little did he know he'd found a key to one of nature's greatest enigmas. For decades it remained a footnote, until a curious Italian researcher decades later noticed something odd. These jellyfish didn't just die after spawning like their kin, they transformed. Picture this. A jellyfish reaches the end of its life cycle. Instead of drifting lifelessly to the ocean floor, it sinks, attaches itself to a surface, and against all odds, reverts to a polyp, a juvenile state. From there it grows anew, reborn as if nothing happened. Scientists call it a biological reset button. But to the rest of us, it's something closer to a ghost story. How could a creature defy the rules of life itself? The journey to understand this anomaly wasn't easy. Early researchers faced skepticism, limited tech, and the sheer strangeness of what they were seeing. Let's dive deeper. Turritopsis dohrnii doesn't live forever in the way you might imagine. No single jellyfish has been tracked for centuries. Instead, it's biologically immortal, capable of dodging aging through a process called transdifferentiation. Here's how it works. When stressed, say from injury or starvation, its cells don't just repair, they rewrite their own code. Imagine a butterfly turning back into a caterpillar, or a tree sprouting roots from its leaves. Specialized cells transform into entirely different types, rebuilding the jellyfish from scratch. Recent studies like those from Japan's Kyoto University in 2021 reveal this isn't magic, it's chemistry. The jellyfish activates unique gene pathways, flipping switches we humans can only dream of. Lesser known fact, it's not invincible. Disease, predation, or a harsh current can still kill it. But age, that's a rule it simply ignores. Scientists estimate this trick evolved over millions of years, a survival hack from a time when the oceans were wilder, stranger. And here's the kicker. Turritopsis isn't alone. Other species like certain worms and hydras hint at similar abilities. Is immortality more common than we think? Now let's talk implications. Researchers are studying these jellyfish for clues to human medicine. Could we one day regenerate tissues like they do? Imagine repairing a heart or reversing Alzheimer's. But it's not all hope. Some warn of darker possibilities: overpopulation, ethical quagmires. Science doesn't rush to answers, it questions, tests, doubts. That's the beauty of it and the frustration. Pause for a second. What does this mean for us? Could humanity harness this power, or should we? Drop your thoughts in the comments. What's the jellyfish's immortality telling us about our own future? And here's a poll for you. Do you think this trick could be replicated in other species? Yes or no? Hit that button below. Maybe you felt it yourself, that shiver when you realize nature's hiding secrets we're only beginning to touch. Here's where it gets wild. In 2023, a team from Spain's University of Oviedo sequenced Turritopsis's genome, uncovering genes that could one day transform medicine. They found enzymes that repair DNA, proteins that defy cellular wear, tools that might let us rewrite our own expiration dates. But then the question hits. If we could live forever, would we want to? Picture it. An endless life watching the world shift beneath you, while the jellyfish drifts on indifferent. Is this a gift or a curse we're not ready to face? Turritopsis dohrnii isn't just a jellyfish, it's a mirror. It forces us to ask what life means, what death spares us from. At Oddities Uncovered, we chase these mysteries not for answers but for the questions they ignite. Science isn't about certainty, it's about wonder, doubt, the courage to probe the unknown. If this stirred you, hit that subscribe button, give us a like, and dive into our next episode. Up next, a creature that thrives where nothing should survive. What's your guess? Tease us in the comments. Until then, keep questioning, keep exploring. The oddities are waiting.